Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and it is time for your Quick 3 Tarot for Thursday, October the 13th. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. So please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. All right, so just a heads up, I'll more than likely make the announcement after I have more clarity, but something strange happened this morning with my YouTube account. So I'm waiting to get clarity from YouTube on it to see if the email was correct or not. Once I have more clarity, I will let you know. Depending on what happens, will determine what platforms I'm using for this podcast. So I'll just leave that at that. Also, all the readings are up for October. We're pretty much in the middle of October right now. So the general readings are up, the love readings are up, the money readings are up. The collective readings are also up as well, just like this is a collective reading. To the November readings for the general, I will, knock on wood, I will start the general readings for all the signs this weekend is the goal. And get those done, and then obviously the following weekend will be the love readings, and then the weekend after that will be the money readings for all the signs. So yeah, whatever you listen to or watch, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. As for pre-shuffle energy, I keep on hearing turn that smile upside down, or turn that frown upside down, because some of you, okay, on that turn that smile upside down thing, because I don't believe in mistakes in tarot readings. Some of you may be in this glass half empty thing where there's actually something to smile about, but you're frowning about it. And the reason I'm saying that, the Five of Cups did come out, but I feel that it's past energy if you make it past energy, because the opening card that came out in the pre-shuffle energy was the Wheel of Fortune. So it's like, okay, definitely a good way to start off with, shuffling the cards and whatnot. What the energy that I'm getting in the pre-shuffle energy is that this full moon in Aries did a number on some people. And I really feel people were looking at their actions over the past year, the past years, the past month, whatever. People were replaying their actions and they were like, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I act quick enough? I honestly feel like that was the energy for a good group of people, where they feel like they didn't act quick enough, where there was something in front of them. They may have felt like there was an opportunity in the past, and because in their mind they didn't act quick enough, they're kind of like, why didn't I act quick enough? Or why didn't I make a decision? Why was I indecisive? I feel that some of you are looking at moments where you were indecisive. For others of you, you may have been indecisive, but this full moon in Aries that just happened now helped you make a decision. Now that the decision has been made, you decided to take action. You're just laying out the plan on how to do it. It's almost like, let's say you were debating to go to, and I'm just making this up. Let's say you were debating to go to the Bahamas and you were indecisive about it. You're like, oh, I don't know if I have enough money, and then also I have to ask for time off, blah, 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 blah. All that stuff. Then all of a sudden, you're like, you know what? I'm going to the Bahamas. Now that you made the decision to go to the Bahamas, you have to plan it out. You're like, okay, so should I go during this? When is the bad weather season in the Bahamas? What's the best airline to take? All of that stuff. That's where the other decisions come in. So that's what I'm talking about for some of you, where you were indecisive before. Now that you made the decision, you're trying to figure out, okay, how do I do this? I do this here, and then I'm going to have to do that there, and so on and so forth. That's what I'm talking about. So that's pre-shuffle energy. Let's go ahead and get into the main energy. May I have the energy for the collective for Thursday, October the 13th? May I have the energy for the collective for Thursday, October the 13th? May I have the energy for the collective for Thursday, October the 13th? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective, 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, needs to hear? So some of you might be holding on to something. Some of you may have just realized that you need to let go of something. Thank you. That just popped right on out. Wow. Okay, I like that. I like that. Okay, I can't take all these cards, but I will read them to you. Okay, so this, how many cards are these? So it's like 4 cards. I'm not taking these, but I'll read them to you. 10 of Wands, the Moon, Page of Wands, and then the 2 of Swords with indecisiveness. Again, so for some of you, you were afraid of starting off on something new because pages, with the Page of Wands, fire energy, starting something new, trying something new, going in a new direction, also maybe traveling for something new. With the Moon card, there was a fear because you feared the unknown. With the 10 of Wands, somebody didn't want to let go of the burden because they feared the unknown. That's why they couldn't make a decision. That's what was going on with that. So, yeah, let me go ahead and take 2 more cards. I'm just sticking these back under the deck. May I have 2 more cards, please? Thank you. Now, that's interesting. And you gave me exactly 2 cards. And another 2. Someone really didn't want to make a decision. Page of Cups. These came out in the reverse. 2 of Wands and the Page of Cups came out in the reverse. Is what happened. The Star card was the first card to come out. This is Aquarius energy. And also this is about faith, hope, healing, renewal. Also recognition as well. Also a wish coming true. But with the Page of Cups in the reverse, and then the 2 of Wands in the reverse, somebody might be rejecting an offer. That's for one thing, is what it is. Someone might be rejecting an offer. Something I just heard in my head, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Somebody feels they're too good for an offer, is what this is. With the Star card, where something was offered, and also that's Aries energy. Let me tell you something. I think I had quoted Mariah Carey not too long ago from an interview that she did. I forgot who she did the interview with. And it was something to the effect of about her being high maintenance, because that's what Aries are. Aries are like, okay, yeah, I'm first, because they're the first sign of the zodiac. And Aries is the type of sign where they're like, okay, you're not going to treat me any kind of way. So you need to treat me like I'm number one. And that's all they will accept. And Mariah Carey was talking about how people would complain about her being high maintenance. And Mariah Carey's like, I've always been high maintenance. She's like, why would anybody want to be low maintenance? So that's the kind of energy, like that's what I heard in my head with the Star energy, where if you're in this energy, someone's making an offer to you and giving you a choice. Now this could be about love. It could be about something else. But the Page of Cups is in the reverse and the 2 of Wands is in the reverse. So you're like, okay, no, I'm not accepting this. No. And then yeah, at the bottom of the deck is Judgment. That's what it is. I'm going to title this because I have 2 things in my head, especially with the pre-shuffle energy. Turn that frown upside down, but also I'm titling this Too Good for an Offer, because that's what this is. This person, this is either you or someone else. I feel like it's you. And again, you could be an Aquarius or have Aquarius in your chart, which also don't forget, Aquarius, Uranus, let's see if I can get this. I'm pretty sure Aquarius and Aries shared the same ruling planet at one time. And I want to say it was Uranus, if I'm not mistaken. Because I feel like Aquarius shared it with someone. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm right by my laptop. So I'm just curious about that. Because I feel like they shared the planet with someone. What sign does Uranus rule? Okay. Uranus, does anybody, Aquarius, while Saturn to the right under the rule of Pluto, What's Okay. So it's saying Aquarius. Hold on. Is Aquarius ruled by Uranus or Saturn? Trish, okay. Okay, that's what it is. Interesting. All right. I knew it was something about two signs having the same thing or whatever. So in traditional astrology, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn, while in modern astrology, it is ruled by Uranus. That's what it is. So then, because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So yeah, that's interesting. For some reason, I was thinking it was Aries that was sharing it. Regardless, the point is that this energy right here is a high maintenance energy. And I feel the Aries moon, full moon in Aries, kicks some of that off in people, where they're like, I'm not accepting that. And that's why the two of Wands and the Page of Cups is in reverse. So there's something that you're being offered. I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, your mindset is you're too good for it. Just saying. All right, so that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora. Something just said to me, somebody's coming back because of the judgment for a second chance. For some of you, you feel you're too good to get back with them. Just throwing that came to my head while I was talking, obviously. Anyways, let me get going. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.